Hi all, today's August 28th, Thursday, 2025, and we have an article that's a bit of a doozy that we're going to get right into. It states, and this is coming from the Economic Times News, cockroach milk more nutritious than cow's milk. Scientists release a shocking study. The article goes on to say researchers have discovered that cockroach milk, specifically from the Pacific beetle cockroach, is highly nutritious, containing 3 times the calories of buffalo milk. Despite its potential as a sustainable food source, production challenges and its safety for human consumption remain significant hurdles. The term superfood often brings to mind leafy greens, berries, and nuts, foods celebrated for their high nutritional value. But researchers now believe an unlikely contender might deserve a place on this list: cockroach milk. Scientists studying the Pacific beetle cockroach have discovered that the milk-like fluid it produces could be among the most nutrient-dense substance on the planet. Now, this is coming after everyone's been accustomed to drinking milk their whole lives. And now, 2025, all of a sudden, they're saying cockroach milk is better and actually more nutritious. The article continues to say, 3 times more nutritious than cow's milk. A 2016 study published in the Journal of the International Union of Crystallography found that cockroach milk contains 3 times the calories of buffalo milk, which was previously the most calorie-rich mammalian milk. According to the Independent, researchers also noted the milk is packed with proteins, amino acid, fats, and sugars, making it a complete source of essential nutrients. It is a time-released food. If you need food that is calorie high, that is time released, and food that is complete, this is it, said the Subramanian Ramaswamy, who led the research at the Institute for Stem Cell Biology and Regenerative Medicine in Bangalore, India. How cockroach milk is produced. Unlike most cockroach species, the Pacific beetle cockroach does not lay eggs. Instead, it gives birth to live young. To nourish its embryos, the mother secretes a pale yellow milk-like fluid inside her brood sac. This liquid crystallizes in the stomachs of the offspring, forming tiny shimmering protein-rich crystals. These crystals caught the attention of scientists because of their extraordinary nutritional profile. A potential food source, they say? As the world looks for an alternative and sustainable food options, cockroach milk presents an interesting possibility. Traditional dairy farming requires large amounts of land, water, and feed, whereas insect farming has a much smaller environmental footprint, they say. Given its dense nutritional content, some researchers believe cockroach milk could be an innovative future food source. Now, there are challenges in production and consumption. Despite its impressive properties, cockroach milk is not yet available for human consumption. The biggest obstacle is production. Extracting minuscule amounts of milk from individual cockroaches is neither practical nor efficient. As per a 2016 report by NPR, one of Ramaswamy's colleagues tasted the milk and described it as flavorless. But there is no scientific evidence confirming its safety for humans. And again, folks, yes, you heard it correct. This is about cockroach milk. instituting it into the public, into the markets, and into your home as something to be drank in place of cow's milk. We have another article on this same very topic coming out of sciencealert.com. And it's saying scientists think cockroach milk could be the next superfood. And we wish we were kidding. I bet they do. An international team of scientists sequenced a protein crystal located in the midgut of the cockroaches. Again, in 2016. The reason? It's more than 4 times as nutritious, they say, as cow's milk. And the researchers think it could be the key to feeding our growing population in the future. Yummy. Although most cockroaches don't actually produce milk. Oh man, it's making my stomach turn. Which is the only known cockroach to give birth to live young, the Dipoletera punctate, has been shown to pump out a type of milk containing protein crystals to feed its babies. The fact that an insect produces milk is pretty fascinating, they say. But what fascinated researchers the most is the fact that a single one of these protein crystals contain more than 3 times the amount of energy found in an equivalent amount of buffalo milk. I'm noticing there's a lot of comparisons to buffalo milk. Clearly, milking a cockroach isn't the most feasible option, so an international team of scientists headed by the researchers from an Institute of Stem Cell Biology and Regenerative Medicine in India decided to sequence the genes responsible for producing the milk protein crystals to see if they could somehow replicate them in a lab. The crystals are like a complete food, they say. They have proteins, fats, and sugars. If you look into protein sequences, they have all the essential amino acids, said Sanchari Banerjee, one of the team, in an interview with the Times of India back in 2016. Not only is the milk a dense source of calories and nutrients, it's also time-released, as we read in the other article. Now let's have a look at this last article coming out of healthline.com. They are also talking about cockroach milk, a promising superfood, or nothing but hype. What is cockroach milk? And we just read about it. It's the protein-rich crystallized substance produced by a specific type of cockroach, the Diploptera punctata. The species, again, is unique because it gives birth to a live offspring. Members make milk in the form of protein crystals to serve as food for their developing young. And they're calling it a superfood, better than buffalo milk or your regular milk at the supermarket, they say. So it looks like they're trying to find out ways in order to process this milk to make it healthy for us to consume. And I guess that's what they're working on currently in the labs right now. But I want to turn this on to you guys. And again, I'm going to include the hyperlinks in the description below. This was a different one for me to read about. What do you think? Are you on board with the cockroach milk agenda, or are you okay with continuing cow's milk or any other kind of milk you'd possibly take? Feel free to let me know in the comments, and why not subscribe? It's completely free, and I'll keep you up to date with these kind of stories and news coming out. Thank you for listening and watching. Hope you guys have a great day.